let's give this new feature a try. Doors shuffled, I should look to see what Artifact Temple has. So how are you today, Daichi?
Pretty good.
Life treating you well?
For the most part.
Let's see what door we got. I think that's a bomb door. Thank you, Drink Coaster. I totally wanted you to stick to the bottom of my cup and then climb into the top. Now the elemental. What was that?
I'm gonna go though, cause I just popped in to say hi.
Alrighty. Appreciate you stopping by.
Have a great stream.
You have a fantastic Sunday.
Oh, I probably will. Cause I get to go sleep.
Nighty
And
night.
then didn't work.
Yeah, figured.
Night night.
Nighty night. How you doing today, Elemental? Everything peachy keen? Allegedly bomb door, that's just a missile. But knowing how these games go, it's probably going to be somebody's first missile. Missile, huh? Need to reload it. Drinking more of that coffee bukkake. A maple spice with Caribbean rum flavor. Comes in whole bean variety, which is the only variety I tend to drink. I'm surprised to see whole beans essenced. Somebody's ball. Who's gonna be a baller today? Metroid beep on. Spurt is a baller. That's right, it's a multi-world with Sprite. Sprite is currently still sick, but they're well enough to play. So they're not streaming or in voice chat, but they are playing. Excuse me a moment. I'm going to get myself more coffee. Also, use my grabber to get this coaster back. I should wash this thing off. It's stick to my cup. It doesn't feel sticky. Messing with me. Anyways, got myself more coffee. So back in a sec. Delicious. What'd I get? Morph ball? Yep, I'm a baller now too. And shoes for me. Which gets me a few checks. Bombs for me. Which opens up a absolute butt ton. Man, this coffee is so good. I don't typically drink coffee on Sundays, just typically Fridays. Tank. Me tank. But this coffee was so good, I wanted to have it again. So instead of my typical tea, I'm having coffee. But what is coffee but tea made from roasted beans? Another meeting. It's nice, but I don't think that gets right any progression. I'll check the missiles that were in the half-pipe nook, just in the off chance that those are for Sprite. Before I go to the beetle room. Thinking after this. Oh, thank you for those missiles. There you go. Have some missiles yourself. Supers for somebody. Or me. Very nice. And power bombs for me. The seed is being extremely generous. And scan visor already. Wow. I think I'm going to make some adjustments to my, it's not a YAML with this, but for the sake of simplicity, let's call it my YAML. That's someone's soup. Soup for me. Baby soup. Delicious. Which would enable me to get the wood knot. Not wood knot. We just did wood knot. The, knot hole in Frigate Crash Site. More measles. I know I am tempting Murphy's Law here by not following my always be saving rule, but nothing! And the artifact of boomers. Let's go. Artifact of strength. Already got a third of my artifacts. Thank you for the meeting. Boing. Boing. Do, 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 do. Ow. There's some funky collision with this two chopper. Missile expansion to Spurt. Grape bean. Grape apple bean. I need to forward. I want to check what plants my doors are, as well as get the check in this area. And my coffee has been drank again. Plasma beam. No. I didn't even open the door. Judging by the map icon, it looks like it's blue, so it's either a charge beam door or a normal door, which would be pretty cool. is a missile door. And I keep failing. It's nothing! But nothings were replaced with GameCubes. We can also check ice beam doors by heading over to Frigate. When I go back up to Chozo Rooms, I'll quickly go grab myself another cup of coffee. Get wrecked. Looks like Superstore?
Hello?
Howdy.
What you doing?
Priming.
Oh, that's right.
It's prime time binge.
Wait, this is supposed to be your...
What's up?
This is supposed to be your new mic?
Yeah? Why?
Oh, it sounds like you're in a tunnel.
It's probably because there's a fan next to it.
Okay.
Let me turn it off.
Needs more fall bombs, blue balls, bury it. Oh no. Good luck finding those.
Need what? I can't do anything in there without a wave beam anyways. But we got a bomb door, we got a missile door, and we got a supers door. So we just need to check what wave beam doors are, and what's that? So, how art thou, Rosary? I see. And wait for winter so I can crack open the windows again. So I need to go grab coffee.
Hello. Alright.
What's up?
I'm talking to my cat.
Oh, sure, you're streaming,
Oh,
but
behind
you're
the
too
head.
good to play Metroid Prime with us. I see how it is.
Huh? What?
Nothing acquired.
Shit, wobble boy. Come on, you can do it. That's right, head to the end. That's right. Exit's over there. You got this. Oh yeah, you wobble away. Wobble wobble. No everything. You have a cat with like a condition where he just wobbles when he walks. And like, it's such a trip watching him try to walk to places and then fall over when we scare him.
Oh, poor thing. Useless. We're spared. Memesels. Spider ball acquired. Of course it would be given to me now, so I have to go all the way back up there. It's yo-yo o'clock. An E-tank for Sprite, for once. do?
Oh, that's right. You don't have super missiles.
Yeah, I do.
Did you break the wall?
What block?
I mean, the breakable wall thing in that room.
You mean the grate?
Great, whatever. Yeah.
I broke that first time I was in there.
Oh. Okay.
You don't need supers to open it, you just need to pop it with a missile.
No.
Kickback. Warring for Sprite. Enjoy that anxiety. Spurt measles. Immune to plasma. Oh no. Bombs! Have a blast, Sprite. Spooky vision for Spartan. It's a spooky ghost. Fortunately for you, Boston makes me feel good. I demand a mod that simply replaces the Chozo Ghost death sound with the angelic chorus from Gangster's Paradise. I will pay you with 1 like and subscribe. Wave beam for spurt. Enjoy those beans. Wave beam doors just normal doors? I think so. I have no beam requirements. The world is my oyster, as it were. Save for a lack of boosted balls. Well, time to go fight a flower. Man!
Don't mind me, I'm just gonna keep playing Talia.
Playing what?
Talia.
What's that?
It's a game that's coming out in 2023 winter, I think. And right now it's in closed beta, so I get early access.
Aren't you special?
It's fun. It's like Harvest Moon and Stardew Valley and shit mixed with MMO. Like some shit.
You had me until MMO.
What's wrong with MMO? Why, you don't like fishing with your friends?
I don't really have friends.
Okay, I guess we're not considered friends.
No.
Let's see how
Business
it is.
partners and roommates.
Huh?
What?
I am Confucian. I saw someone named Polina Blart earlier. It was funny.
Lena Bart?
Polina Blart. You know, like Paul Blart, Mall Cop.
Oh, Paulina.
Yes.
I hope you're ready for cutscenes. Because, oh boy, do I have
Scenes
the
are
boss
great.
for you. missile launcher. Thank you, Sprite. Oh boy, another cutscene.
Or is it not a cutscene?
Honestly, with this boss, never. No! Sweet. Thank you for expanding me, Sprite. Woo woo.
That's a thing?
What?
You can just hop to the fucking bombable part?
Only after you've blown up at least one of them.
Oh. Still, that's huge skip.
It is.
Did you leave the shit on the ground?
That's why I do it. And I start with the one thing like I do because it's the one I have the most difficulty getting up to the switch because of the big pedal in the way. So since I have to blow one up normally, I choose that one.
Let's see.
It can be a bit of a pain because if you're too slow, it'll just boot you out of the thing before you can blow it up. And while this is taking 5 years to melt away, I'm going to get myself more coffee. Supers! Super-de-duper. Oh, it's a flamethrower. Looks so similar to supers. Enjoy that flamethrower, Sprite. I'm sure it'll open many doors for you. No! Alright, monsters, you don't belong in this world. I have a secret to tell everyone. It may be hard to believe, but Austin makes me feel good. Thank you for those pieces. Let's go! Welcome on in, Raiders. Howdy, Mad Cow. How you doing today? How was the stream? Give me a schmeckend and I'll shout you out. There's only 2 more missile packs for me in the game. Alright. Oh boy. You were playing DBD. How are you enjoying that there barbecue event? And the all-new Battle Pass from Behaviors Offices. Might be Gabe. I don't have various yet. I might be Behave. How about that? Were you enjoying the festivities? Actually, there's one thing, but I don't think it does anything for me. Because I defeated the blah blah blah. I can take a dip in the bath water. If you didn't look through the battle pass yet. Yeah, I'm surprised it came out so soon. I was expecting it in like September, but yeah, that was pretty cool. I thought at first that it was just, you know, another rumor gone wild until the people kept going on about it, so I looked it up myself, and yeah, it certainly surprised me. No. Bring out. Is there any way out of this once you fall in? And when did I last save? Oh no. Yeah, probably. Oh no. When did I... So I gotta kill Flagra again. And it's not like I'm doing anything else right now. I hope everyone liked that boss, because we're doing it again. I have to say though, I'm all for the sci-fi horror characters coming to DVD this year. Wonder if it's going to be a trend for the whole year, or if it's just happens to be that Singularity and Alien are coming out right after each other. Ow! Bad feeling Alien's gonna be another info-based killer. I don't know. I half expect it'll be like Echo Fighter Demogorgon myself.
Echo Fighter?
Yeah.
What is this, Super Smash Brothers?
An Echo Fighter is basically a character with remarkably similar aspects to another character that already exists, but with like tweaks to it. Like Ganondorf is an Echo Fighter of Captain Falcon. They both have the same moves, it's just Ganondorf's are more powerful but slower. It'd be funny if Alien was just a demo reskin. Yeah, the thing is, I expect there to, not expect, but if, let me gather my thoughts for a second. If they make Alien play like an Echo Fighter Demogorgon, they'll probably have pre-placed teleports around the map, like vents, that the alien can go into and then pop out of another. And maybe people will hear like banging around from, man, why can't I get on there? Hear banging around. Like Sadako TVs? Yeah, basically. And its primary special will be just to do a leaping attack that can break walls and stuff. What would be cool is if it had a special, unique passive to it. The basement being a like death sentence kind of deal, with facehugger eggs down there.
Yes, basically.
Why am I dying? Did the boss and I kill each other? Because I thought I heard the death scream. Nope. I live, bitch. The track record occurred with behaviors past 4 killers. Yeah. The thing is, it's likely that they have multiple teams doing monsters, but they're like not communicating with each other, so they just all brain farted to have the same power for the past year. Alien drop alien pods like landmines. If you close up, face a good jump set, yeah. Or maybe face huggers will be like victors. Kind of like twins, but not. Twins, but better.
Yeah, return.
Welcome back. Show yourself, you cowards! I need to bust to make me feel good. In my off time, I've been playing through Metroid Prime 2, and I have to say, I don't really like it. It's not a bad game, but it's not a very good one.
How dare you run away?
Missiles acquired. And we're back to being DK'd.
Why do you always run away, cat? I just want a friend.
Imagine having friends. Yeah, I'm curious what they're going to do for the Xenomorph. I'm also curious what lore they're going to put in for why the alien would be hooking survivors instead of just ripping their throats out or dragging their bodies to the queen for impregnation. I can't see anything with this Mexico filter!
Not the Mexico filter.
Alright, I've saved, so at least I don't have to refight the blah blah blah.
Blah blah blah.
Purple vision for sprint.
Oh no, not the gay vision.
And I'm gonna dead. I'm gonna dead. I dead. Ooh, pingeth. Oh yeah, it's the Sunday race for DK64.
you have DK64 right after this?
No, on Sundays they do the races basically while we're still doing Prime Rando, so I miss out on Sundays, but I do them on Fridays after, what you call it? After the Archipelago Randos. I
You really should
usually get...
optimize your N64 emulator.
Oh, what's that?
You really should optimize your N64 emulator.
Why do you say that?
Cause it's like a blurry mess when you play.
I mean, it looks fine to me.
Maybe I just nitpick about everything. I'm the type of person who spends like hours trying to perfect an emulator.
I'm the type of person who just doesn't care. As long as it runs good, I'm fine. I can try to...
Checking.
No, I don't have boost ball, so I can't do that. Might get Alien P to be on the 8th. That would be pretty cool if we did. Be surprising to get one so soon, but I won't hold my breath. But yeah, we're definitely getting a trailer on the 8th.
Slugger and the Ghosts had useful items? Bullshit.
I just got a flamethrower and a missile pack. Oh, I can jump up here. When the Xenomorph comes out, I might nab Nick Cage with it as well then.
Nick Cage.
Yeah, they added Nick Cage to the Death by Daylight.
Who haven't they added?
The Xenomorph, but they'll be fixing that soon. They also haven't added Jason Voorhees. Ah! Another raid! Straw Bunny! Welcome on in, everyone! You've caught me while I am a tad stuck at the moment. Let me give Straw Bunny a shout out. Strawberry. Welcome on in. How was the stream? Howdy, Lights, Clover Corvus, Linko de Mayo, and thank you for that follow, Waffles to Squirrel. And howdy, Hylian. Strawberry. Welcome, everyone. How are you all doing today? You've joined me, Mioskovich, joined in BC with Rosari, though he's not playing today.
I'm just here for emotional support.
Yep. Currently I am stuck, but we are playing Metroid Prime Rando. I am playing with Spritepone, who typically does join us in VC, but he's still sick. But he's feeling well enough to play, but not enough to stream or chat. Shows a ghost equals panic attack music, basically. Show yourself. Hello, other pink bunny.
Pinky.
That was from Hylian. I got up here once. I need to do it again. But yeah, currently I'm BK'd. I need various suits in order to continue on, so I'm just waiting on Sprite Pwn to seek that out. Bear seek list.
The sun is shining. It's
Oh, no.
glaring on my screen.
The horror.
Fucking sun flares, bro.
Howdy, Jade Peppermint. Welcome on in.
Jimpermints.
Currently, nothing exciting really is going on. Oh, aha, got up here.
Imagine getting
My
anywhere.
wave beam. Actually, with this wave beam, I can actually start doing things again. Hope they remaster Echoes like they did Prime 1. Me too, honestly. Even if I'm not too fond of 2. 2. I still feel that it would be good for everyone if they have access to things like 2 and 3. Even Hunters. And Hunters would do really good on Switch, I feel, because back in the day, that was a really good multiplayer game, because it's an FPS battle arena. And I feel like people would love to do that nowadays.
Play
All
it.
the backtracking for 100%
Yes.
completion. Ryu, how am I doing? I am alright. How about you, Kelvin? And welcome on in. Wait a second. Wave beam doors are ice? What? And now I don't know how far I can get in the frigate. Wave beam doors are over in the furnace. There's also ice beam doors in the furnace, which is the doors I went through in that area. I thought I went through what was supposed to be a wave beam door too, but I guess I didn't. You doing alright? Good. I find it funny that I've gotten all but 2 of my missile expansions. And I'm still just in like Chozo Ruins and Overworld. Someone pings me again. It's Fox in the fedora. Squirrel, your name Waffles, and your squirrel's name is Midi Waffle. Persona has taken on a life of its own. Another super measle. Yeah, I'm thinking I'll cut out duplicates from my whatever you want to call it again next time. Artifact of anxiety. How many artifacts do I have? Looks like 4? Well, it's not letting me look at them in detail, so I'm going to assume 4. Yeah, the remaster looks really gorgeous. The only thing I have an issue with are the doors, but like... as much as it is a shame that they kind of mess up the doors, the rest of the game is absolutely beautiful. Thank you for making me have the ability to bust. This busting makes me feel good. Added motion bar and lowered the res and the thermal vision though. Huh, weird. At least you don't really need thermal vision to beat the game. If you can tell by me playing right now. Though for first-time players, of course, they're going to be using it. Open. Nothing! Wink. Couldn't pallet socket, and the Switch couldn't handle any other way. That's weird. I know Nintendo's handhelds have always had weird quirks to them, like Terraria on 3DS. The reason why armor dies aren't a thing in there is because the 3DS can't do pixel shaders, apparently. Or at least they couldn't figure it out. I'm not sure what the entire deal was for sure, but basically 3DS couldn't handle doing pixel shading, so the feature was axed from the 3DS version. I'm getting a whole lot of nothing. The handy thing with Wave Buster things that you gotta shoot, not Wave Buster, but Wave Beam, is that even without the thermal visor, you can still tell where you gotta shoot, because they always have this grate and have this funky little wheel inside. It's just thermal vision makes it extremely easy to find them, since they glow. Aqua drones are a one-time only scan that hurt your OCD. Yeah, I can't... I'm never going to get 100% scan in any of these games, just because of how finicky some of the requirements are. Like, in Prime Hunters, there's one enemy that appears once ever in the game, and it suicide bombs you. So you have to, like, know it's coming up, and in that game, you can't just switch to scan visor, you have to, like, hold the scan visor button on the touchscreen for, like, a second, and then it pulls up the scan visor. Which is another reason why I feel that Prime Hunters could really use a remaster, because it could use some much better controls. Missiles for sprint. Ooh, thank you for boosting me. My balls be boosted. Yeah, it's too stressful to me to try to go for the scans in these games. I do appreciate that the scan logs exist, though, because it goes into the game's lore and the biology of creatures and whatnot. It's pretty cool. Monster. It's just a nothing. Wave Buster. There it is, Wave Buster. So basically, it's a nothing. Game, please let me in. Thank you. E-tank for me. Me-tank. Artifact of Nick Wild. That's just a nothing. I'll collect it anyways. It means I only have one artifact to go, and that I'm in go mode. Where skins are ice shriek bats? Yeah. Where are you? Die! Die until you're dead. I hear you. You! Show yourself, you coward! What's the matter, Chozo? Chicken? Die! Jade Peppermint, thank you so much for that follow. Much appreciated. I can't remember. Do scans carry over into New Game Plus? It's been so long since I've actually done any New Game Plus stuff in this game. I think since my initial playthrough. Only in a remaster? Nah. At least they, thought of it for the remaster. The Wii version. So basically the, later versions of the game got it. Choo! Come again! Game has been shaved. Howdy, Alternato. How are you doing today? See, there's been some nifty new features added with this version. Measles for Spirit. Doing fine. I am pretty okay. Can't really complain about much. The seed has been awfully generous to me today. What do we got? Spooky vision for me. See all the spooky ghostings. Ooh, Ice Beam. Well, the world is my oyster. Except for the Lethal Lava Land, because I still don't have Area Suit. Boing. I may as well save. 2 years later, and visiting the face on his mind still gives you anxiety. That's fair. It's probably the most arduous part of the game. There's that various suit. Now I am truly free to explore the game at my leisure. Time to go bowling. Missiles for Sprite. Now to remember what to do in here. Because I don't. Oh yeah, supers. Boink. Boink. And something behind the wall begins to shift. Oh no. I can't boink on this wall. Ah. Alright, what's our prize? Missiles for Sprite. I've already done the plasma slot. I don't remember what it was. I think it was the wave beam for Sprite. No! Always hate that part. It's so hard to tell where you're at in space. It would be cool, a Prime style remaster of, well, not remaster, but like reimagining of original Metroid. Metroid Zero Mission. Ultra. I don't know. Sure, Retro Studios cares infinitely more about the Metroid series than Nintendo does at this point. Metroid Other M. Honestly, how do I put this? I don't feel Other M is like a bad game. It's not a good Metroid game because it plays like a beat 'em up. But like this, if they were to redo the game in a different style, they'd basically need to make an entirely different game anyway, so it'd be moot because the story was absolute garbage. But I think everyone knows that by now. Samus has turned on light mode. Never said who the traitor among the Marines was. Yeah. There's a lot of things in general going on in that game that just like, why? But yeah, Other M was a decent beat 'em up, but otherwise not really good over the series. And if it were to be remastered or anything, like if they wanted to make it good instead of infamous, they'd have to do a lot more. So it'd probably be more ideal to just put it on like virtual console or something rather than give it a proper full re-release or something, just so that people can at least play it and experience it for themselves. But keep unballing when I don't need to. But, like, the game needs a dramatic overhaul if it's going to be anything else. Alright, let's see what Tower of Light's got. Play Dread? Not yet. I don't own a Switch, but I've been trying to save up money, and I'm hoping to get it for cheap on Black Friday. A switch light, at least. Ooh, a plasma beam. Good. I hope so. 3 misses is enough. I know, I just prefer to do a super, just because I have the missiles to expend, and it's quicker than just going pachoo, pachoo, pachoo. So, just a quick little charge up and a singular pop. I missed. C stick up and spam Y? What? Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Neat. Oh, it's just my spare plasma. I'm definitely removing duplicates next time. The more you know. And knowing is half the battle. Nothing! Choo. Can do that with the missile, then shoot beam, then missile. Interesting. It's slower. Fill on ammo and jump down to Lethal Lava Land because I keep forgetting Magmore Cavern's name. I have been pinged. Who summons me? It's the DK64 race thing again. Starting. Fired super missiles at the tree and chose the ruins. Yep. I don't remember what was in there, but I think it was something non-important. Nifty thing about the randomizer is that it has item dots to help you know what you've collected. Which comes in extra handy if you run a lot of seeds during a week, because then your memory might get a little fuzzy. Spicy. Oh. Mag more caverns. What if I want to mag less? I still like the touch that you can freeze those fire jets with ice beam. Sparks White Buster. Buster makes him feel good. Missiles for Sprite. Why am I not moving? Check something real quick. Ooh, power bombs. Yeah, okay. Ooh! This is for Sprite. There's only one more missile expansion for me. So, until we find it. This, which missile we come across is probably going to be for Sprite. This way. So we gotta clear out this room. What you got for me? It's a me-tank. Do I only have 2 E-tanks for myself left? An energy tank in the tunnel that leads to Phendrana elevator. Oh, the one with the bomb jumps? Yeah, that's, annoying. The spring ball makes it far more sane to do. It doesn't help that that place is kind of a little far away from any decent save points. You have to go to Phendrana for any reasonably close one. So if you die getting it, it's a trek back. I wonder how many artifacts Sprite needs. schmicken. I should only have the one, so... And I'm absolutely decked out for a fight with Ridley, so... Look how much easier Spring Ball makes this. Gorgeous, ain't it? Let me grab me some water. You still need to rework on it. What are you going to rework it with? Couple super missile columns? I shouldn't have. Are you talking about the artifact one? What you gonna do with the spring ball? Because that feels still pretty solid to me, but I am but a fool. I've already got the one with the artifacts. It was the thermal visor for Sprite. Make it act more like Trilogy. I haven't played the Trilogy version. I only have the original. What's it act like in Trilogy? Behavior issues. Climbing spider tracks with it. Is that not intentional? Or do you mean like being able to like boing 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 up quicker? I'm not quite sure. It's not intentional? Oh. I kinda like doing that though. To be perfectly honest, it feels good. Although it doesn't work on every spider ball track. One bomb and air rule? I'm not sure I'm aware of what that is. Ah. Can't triple bomb jump with sprint. Should be able to do bomb jump more than once. It's just a nothing. And a power bomb from Sprite. I hope you're all ready to see me take on the world's toughest challenge. We got these little evil mans. Oh, and that's my last artifact. Speaking of, 5. Okay, so Sprite's still gotta get 5. Wait, why didn't you die? Die, monster! There we go. Typically, it only takes me 1 power bomb to kill them. Power bombs for Sprite. I look forward to the full door rando being implemented for multi-worlds. It'll be quite interesting, I feel. And chili con carne for Sprite. This is for Sprite. The plasma charge beam death effect that they did for the remaster looks more brutal, if I remember right. Let's see. They kind of fade out like that in the original version here, but in the remaster it's more spotted and looks more like they're being melted from the inside out. It's pretty wild. Yeah, people are speculating that Metroid Prime 4 isn't going to be a Switch title, but a title for lack of an official name yet, Switch 2. Electric Boogaloo. Wait, I need normal bombs, not power bombs. I love these pipes, just blasting through them with boost ball. That is a nothing. And I'm not going to bother to go for it. Master Mons switch and do 4 on the Switch. I'm hoping that they do some backwards compatibility with whatever the next console's going to be. Because the Switch has a pretty fantastic library, and if they put said library onto the aforementioned Switch 2, then that immediately gives people a reason to upgrade to the next system, you know? It's like, that not only will they have access to the next big games coming, but they will be able to take their already existing library and bring it with them to the next console, which is an important part of game consoles that a lot of companies just sort of don't care about, annoyingly sometimes. It's like, there's a lot of games on like PS3 exclusively that I'd love to have on PS4, but they just don't, and that kind of bothers me, and it sucks. But like PS5 can play PS4 games, and ignoring the fact that they completely bungled its availability, the PS5 is immediately a better deal because you have access to PS5 games and PS4 games. Oh yeah, the PS3, how the original models had PS2 backwards compatibility. The last model to have backwards compatibility was, I believe, was Metal Gear Solid 4 edition PS3. And the thing is, this is a little wild, but if you have that system and it has the PS2 backwards compatibility, do not update the system software. Do not. Because they patch out the PS2 player to replace it with the web browser. Greed, sort of. They needed to make the PS3 cheaper because Xbox 360 was outselling them because the PS3 was too expensive. Like, I think wasn't it like $1,000, and that's in like 2000s money? So it'd be like selling a console for $1,400 now. Got your PS3 for £500. Yeah, but the British pound is, or at least was, I'm not sure what it is nowadays, higher valued than the US dollar. Well, that's at least 4 more artifacts to go first, right? I'd estimate that'd probably be around 750 to 800 USD. That's just going off the top of my head. I don't have statistical evidence for it. Not on hand, at least. Probably wouldn't be too hard to look it up. I got the spare gravy suit from Spark. Favorite room in Prime 1? I like the aesthetics of this room. It's really cool to have this observatory so you can get a look at the game's solar system that you're currently in. See? It's really cool to have a hollow map like this. Always be saving. Missiles. For Spark. So we're telling 1 to 3. Probably some other universe. Clear out the pirate attack before I knock down the tower, because sometimes they get stuck inside the tower if you knock it down too early. It's kind of annoying, to be honest. They do eventually get out, but it takes like 10 minutes for them to be shunted out. There we go. Not supposed to have plasma beam the first visit? Yeah. Hey, you tank for Sprite. Losing my direction. There we go. And down we go. Design the space pirates in this game more than I do in Prime 2. It's an ice spreader. I'm it's another ice spreader. What? falling down from our fall walkway. Yeah. There's a way. I'll show you a trick. If you want to know. I still find it annoying to do, but... I'll kill these guys now. Okay. There. Okay, so if you're having trouble with this morph ball pathway, don't worry. I do too. You can just jump up here. And you can do that. The more you know. Come again! Sprites and missiles. In we go. I love those things. They're so cute when they chirp. Into the drink. It's an E-tank. For me, a me-tank. I think I only have one more. One missile, one E-tank. I think I have my flamethrower, and that's it. Only... oh wait, no, there's phase-on suit as well. Forgot about that. I'm almost at 100% collection. Wait, no, I still have a bunch of power bombs, don't I? Well, never mind about that. I'm at least 100% collection of things I care about. Stimky suit. The Edgelord suit. Because, you know, it's a game from the 2000s, you gotta have the dark and edgy suit. That's why the first suit you get in Prime 2 is the dark suit. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. This artifact was the last one I got in my original playthrough. And it's annoying because you can't scan that wall like most other power bombable things. I think the only way you can tell that it's there is if you use an X-ray visor. But typically you're not going to use an X-ray visor in this general area. Gosh dang it. It's my fault. Blundered that, or bungled that jump, whatever. It looked almost organic. Took you a long time to like it. That might be intentional, considering how the Dark World version of Aether is the guys that live there store their stuff in like plants and stuff. They're more organic beings of darkness, whereas the moth people of the light world are more like, I don't know what words to put it, but like they build stuff, so they have their items stored in like urns and things. Ever worked out it's supposed to be Ing or Luminoth? I don't know. Power Bomb expansion. I still find it funny, though, that the light-seeking people are moths. It's, like, very cute. Be more useful if the Lumina is resisting dark. Yeah. It could be Luminoth technology that was built using Ing's stuff. Basically to help them adapt to treks through such a dark world when they have to. Or something like that, I don't know. I'm still fairly early in the game. I'm just like a little bit ways into the swamp area. First time playing through 2? Yep. This was for spring. Any spoilers in? Yep. Last I was playing, I got to the Boost Guardian, and then it's like stun locked me, and I was like, "This is BS," and I quit. I'll probably play it again sometime this week. Yeah, it kind of ticked me off, if I can be perfectly honest. I'm also not generally a fan of the Dark World mechanics, of where you have to constantly be going to bubbles, and then because healing places and save stations are like so scarce, you wind up just having to AFK inside of bubbles to regain your HP for an hour. Steep difficulty spike between time 1 and 2. Yeah. I wouldn't say that it's difficulty as much as tedium. At least in that regard. Like, I don't find it challenging to run through Dark World, I find it tedious. Because there isn't really a challenge in I have to sit here for like 5 minutes to regen enough HP for me to continue exploring, you know? E-tank for smart. No comment? What do you mean, no comment? The Dark World does get far more manageable, though, once you do get the Dark Suit. Because your health drains at the same speed it regens. But before that, it was just plain annoying. Actually, no, we'll do Thardus now, because I believe that's the last thing I have to do in Phendrana. I'm sure there'll be some power suit down the line in the game that you can just permanently not suffer effects from the darkness. Yeah, it's a nothing. You wanna hear a joke? Something like this. Power bomb! Roll away from me. Where'd you go, you nugget? Use more ball boosts to get out of the way! No. Even at max, you're only supposed to have 8 of those, I know. You're not even supposed to have power bombs when you fight this guy, either. Takes roughly 20 power bombs, give or take, for killing him. It's not that hard. Depends on how the hitboxes are feeling that day. That's why I say it depends on how the hitboxes are feeling that day, because his shoulder really does not like to participate a lot of the times. Like, you can shoot missiles at his back left shoulder pad, it would be right on your end, I suppose. But, you can shoot missiles at it, and missiles will just, like, fly right through, and it drives me absolutely bonkers. There's a big anthropomorphic rock monster. Let's go tame it. You mean you wouldn't? Nothing! Nothing acquired. Yay! It kills a great many of them before they give up. Reminds me of the rock monster from Space Quest. Oh, Power Bomb. No, it's Galaxy Quest. That's right. Ooh, I have become an edgelord. Actually, before I run in there, I'm going to take a peek see. Okay, so it is something worth going after. And spare weight beam. I'd love to have a Various suit in real life. Oh, my last E-tank. Yeah, just having a thing that, what even is the power suit powered by? Anyways. But like having portable air conditioning anywhere you go. Too hot, too cold? Not with the Various suit, it ain't. Unless it's so hot that it's actually melting the suit itself. Shows you mumbo jumbo space science? Kinda. It's like those shoulder pads are basically air conditioners. This is one of the reasons why I really like having the spring ball on these tracks, because you can just pop up. It's so much quicker and so much nicer. Yeah, spare various suit. It's completely unintended. It's a bug that should be a feature. That's what I'm saying. Should never react when you attach to spider track. That's fair. There's a method to get the plasma beam without grapple beam or magnet ball. And another power bomb for me. And what method is that? Because I don't know all the speedrunning methods in this game. I only know like getting the gravity shoes early. Spaceship shoes, whatever. Anyways, time to head down to all the phase lines. I'm confused. Cool your jets. Portal guns, I mean jump right. Oh, I got my flamethrower. That's fair. Space jump. Space jump more bomb in air at the right time. Oh, from the top, like on that cylinder that comes out of the wall? Cool. Is it possible to go in My favorite spot to go out of bounds is the boost ball room, where you can leap up on top of the platforms and then over the boundaries. More power bombs. There are only 2 power bomb expansions left from you. GameCube was an underappreciated console in its day. Yeah. The thing was, a good part of it was the medium, where they chose to have the mini discs instead of DVDs. And PS2 had the selling points that it was both a next-gen console and it had a DVD player in it, which enticed people to upgrade because at that time most people still had VHS players, but DVDs were becoming the next best thing. And so Sony doing that, and then the GameCube doesn't have a DVD player in it, and having a funky disc medium, made it to where consumers weren't as willing to buy the GameCube unless they're, you know, Nintendo fans. Because if they weren't gamers, they had no reason to purchase it because, you know, you can't play movies on it. You can play movies on the PS2, but you can't play it on the Cube. And general gamers who weren't loyal to Nintendo, as it were, and so basically just gamers in general, were more inclined to get it because, again, it's a DVD player and the next-gen console. And back in those days, Nintendo was still in their prime, as it were, for making games and licensing studios like Capcom, Retro Studios, etc. So people who had a GameCube had a really nice selection because multi-platform games tend to run better on GameCube in a way. But the multi-platform games were far fewer for Cube than they were for PS2 and Xbox. Nintendo... Rareware didn't leave Nintendo for Microsoft. Nintendo sold Rareware to Microsoft. Alright, that's it. Bad and naughty turrets go into the Shadow Realm. Yeah, there's a bit of funky history when it comes to the Rareware transition to Microsoft. Like, one of their first things was Cameo something, I don't remember the full title. Which was not a bad game, but it was originally supposed to be like a more Pokemon type of game. And it was being developed on Cube, but things happened and eventually it became the game it became. But it's a nothing there. Yep, nothing! Yay! believe the last Rareware produced game for Nintendo was Banjo-Kazooie Grunty's Revenge on GBA, and it also had the Microsoft ownership on it at that point too, so it's funny seeing a Microsoft game on a Nintendo console of that era. Though nowadays, Microsoft and Nintendo are a little more buddy-buddy, so it's not as strange anymore. Though Nintendo seems to refuse to let Microsoft put any of their games on their system, but but Nintendo lets Microsoft put their games onto their systems. What happened to the BK series as a thing? It's a tragedy. Yes. Yes, it is. Whether or not you like nuts and bolts, the shrimple fact that it started as a remake of Banjo-Kazooie 1, you know, with HD stuff and modern things to it, and then it just became nuts and bolts. It's a bit of a shame. Honestly, Microsoft seems to bungle anything that gets into their hands, which is one of the reasons why, like, people who are so avid against Microsoft getting Activision Blizzard is just like, why are you afraid? They kind of screw up any studio they get their hands on. Like, for the longest time, Rareware went from being known as one of the best in the industry to being the Kinect Sports guys. They were finally allowed by their overlord Microsoft to make the pirate game, and that was a hit. But they still haven't, like, done anything else since. Conquer Bad Fur Day sequel? They will not. That sort of humor is not popular amongst vocal groups in this day and age. Whether you like it or not. And they can't sell it as well. Because it's a very rated mature game, almost borderline adults only. Which is why they try to do Young Conquer back with X-Bone. Which I have no idea what became of that project. I don't know if it ever got released, or if it got scrapped. And if it was released, if it was even remotely successful, but I doubt it. And that's also why the Xbox remake of Conker's Bad Fur Day had censoring in it. Like, they heavily censored swearing and cut some things out. Microsoft just doesn't want anything to do with that, and it's frankly mythical how they even got Nintendo to let them do it back in the day. He never swears himself or is overly lewd? Yeah. God, son, I keep falling off. Alright, you! Perish! And it's still funny that Conker's Bad Fur Day started out as a normally PG collectathon. It's just, who knows what the heck happened, where they just went off the rails and made one of the most comically crude games around. If it wasn't for the fact that Microsoft is American-owned, it may have had an actual shot of getting more sequels. But, like, because American companies are very, for lack of a better word, conservative when it comes to values. Howdy, Mass Justin. How ya doing today? They're conservative in values because of conservatives. The kind of, in quotation marks, have to be tame, lest they get lobbied into hell. Basically. Doing alright? Good. So, like, a European studio or a Japanese studio would have much more luck having a more risque type of game. Whereas with America, they're going to be like, oh, you're objectifying women's and being evil and devil worship and other nonsensical stuff, because that's just the political climate of America. Playing as Dink Samus? I am Edgelord Samus, yes. I think I only need a bomb once. Yep. And you're more likely going to find more risque things, truthfully, in this modern day and time from, like, indie game studios. If you want a game that's in the same type of vein as Conker's Bad Fur Day, I can recommend Hobocat. It's on Steam. I believe it was made by a Norwegian guy? It's pretty fun. I've played the demo of it, and I have the game, but I haven't played it yet. It's on my backlog. But from when I played the demo, it's pretty fun. But yeah, getting interesting stuff, you gotta look at many things. If only Conker had Vor. It doesn't? Rare typically loves Vor in their games. I have every Power Bomb expansion. I've never owned Conker's Bedford. I've only got to play, like, I believe up to, like, this robot haystack. Sentient sweet corn getting eaten by a giant singing food. Well, there you go. Yeah, rare games tend to have more. Like Banjo-Kazooie, there's basically an entire level of it. Banjo-Tooie, you can go inside of a giant fish. And there's also a mini game inside of a giant dinosaur. Misses for Sprite. DK64, you go inside of a giant robot fish. And also... Oh, and there's my final missile expansion. Mario and Luigi series. Oh yeah, definitely. Bustin' makes me feel good. Oh, there's an artifact. We're definitely doing ball maze today, gamers. Yeah, like Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story was definitely an awakening for a lot of people. That's Sprite Pwn. They aren't in VC today or streaming because they're still sick, but they feel good enough to at least play the game. But Sprite Pwn, spelled Sprite, P-O-N-E, is their YouTube, not YouTube, Twitch. Alright, I forgot to open the door. Oh. X-ray is handy for this room, but not needed. The only thing you actually need X-ray for in this game is fighting Omega Pirate. Because when he's invisible, you have to use the X-ray visor to be able to damage him. Otherwise, he's just invincible. Unlike Thardus, who you don't need to use thermal visor, but it's typically recommended for new players. Honestly, even just the Mario Bros. Series in general has a lot of vor in it. Like, there's, of course, piranha plants. There's anything that has to deal with Yoshi. You can't ever remember the damage order for Thartus. Basically, it's his right leg, his right arm, his left arm, his left leg, right shoulder pad, left shoulder pad, and then core. So even if you don't remember it, you can just keep shooting at him until you find a rock that flashes when you damage it. So you don't ever actually need to memorize it. You just can brute force it by seeing what part flashes when damaged. Another artifact. Alright, one more artifact left to find for Sprite. And then it's go time. Alright. Boink. Time to hear the cute little things chirp again. It's been 20 years. And that would be a Sprite's power bomb. Because of course I already have all of mine. Boink, boink, boink. Oh. Oh, I need to bomb it. Boink. And there we go. The last one. Now we just need to get to a save station. Yeah, that's probably going to be the closest one. Roasty toasty. Roasty toasty. Alright. Honestly, I was kind of hoping I'd be able to fight Omega Pirate. I enjoy taking him down. But oh well. As always, next time. Let's kick this pig. If only I could have 9,999 misses. Sigh. This boss music in the game is the next fight. Chicken bean. Need to wait for him to do his carpet bomb, and then he'll land, and then we'll show him why we have the biggest balls of them all. Let me tell you something. Bustin' makes me feel good. Say not a thing. Consider this chicken busted. He has angered the chickens, so therefore he shall be fried. He will never come back, surely, ever, for any sequel ever. Ridley's totally gone for good this time. And that's GG's. Thank you all for coming out today. See who we can raid. Tab. Let's raid the Balam. Raid Balam 96. I believe he's participating in the DK64 Rando race. So, Tuchin, thank you. You need to get something to eat. Me as well. You all have a wonderful day. For all you desire. How do we speed this up again? Ah, here we go. Hope we get a chance to play the remaster. Hopefully, in the future. Maybe when I get a Switch Lite. Alright, take care, everyone.